Welcome to Off-Grid Victory. So it's springtime. Things aren't quite budding yet, but I wanted to make sure I got this guy before it got any further along in its progression, and that is right here. These are honey locust trees. You can see the thorns on them, but they're pretty pronounced. These will even put holes in tires. I've done it before on tractors, lawnmowers. These things are a hassle, and in the field, in terms of the ability to hay and such, you don't want this material around. So I do cut them down occasionally, and unfortunately I didn't do a great job cutting this one down because this is the new growth. But let me show you the old growth. So starting from here is where I cut down the original tree. And you can see here's the remnants of it. I just left it here. It's about a year old, and it's all brittle, and it's completely dead. However, what it started doing was putting out shoots and roots, and going all over this whole area. Like, let me just show you here. This is a remnant of one of the roots that I just cut off, and now that root sprouted a tree. And because I used a backhoe to dig this guy up, I mean, the main root structure, the main tree here, as you can see, I took off, and it's dead, completely dead, rotted away. But it left me with a whole bunch of little trees. It started growing all over this area. So I just collected all of them here, just putting it here to dry out before I burn them all. But yes, you have to do a thorough job when you get rid of these honey locusts, because they will spread like wildfire if you let it go too long. So this right here is just a year's worth of growth off of roots that I didn't take care of. Well, what I'm going to do now is this whole area here, I'm going to keep it mowed. So I'm going to get all the little limbs that are coming out the roots, and that should completely destroy this honey locust. But anyway, if you don't let that go, if you let it go, it will completely take over your field and ruin it. And I have a pretty large pasture here. Let me just pan you around, and you see I don't want to destroy that. So any of the edges here along the perimeter where I have honey locusts like this, I'm going to get rid of it. And especially when I go to bring the backhoe into this kind of thing and remove larger honey locusts like this from the root, I'm going to be very, very, very careful in terms of keeping the area mowed down so that I don't have new guys popping up like this. Oh man, and you do not want to get pricked by one of these things. It will not only hurt, it will draw blood. At any rate, yeah, honey locust trees, I know they have some medicinal value, so I do have a few really large honey locusts that I just leave, but everything else like this has to go because it is pretty invasive. Alrighty, shalom.